Got a little leak.
Got a leak.
Got a little leak.
Got a leak. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we don't have any car content for you, but we are going to be opening up our pools, getting them ready for summer. And we're going to open them up a little bit early to get them ready for the concrete sealing. We're going to seal the concrete on both of our pools.
Yeah, we got a lot of cleaning we have to do first, so to do that we have to take off the covers. If you take off the cover, you obviously have to open up the pool, or else you're going to have some issues.
That's right. So we're going to go ahead and get the cover off, see what the water looks like. I haven't seen it all winter, and after we get the cover off, we'll get the pump up and running, get it circulating, and go from there. Oh yeah, by the way, behind the camera, you've got my beautiful wife. And also, as a helper, today, we've got my daughter, and her name is?
Zoe.
That's right.
Not too bad.
Alright guys, we're going to throw in the vacuum. We've got a little bit in the bottom of the pool, so we should be able to handle it. Alright, so we're a little bit low on water, so we're going to fill this up. In order to be able to start the pump, we want to get a little bit more water in.
So while Hank's cleaning the pool and we're filling it with water, I'm going through all these connections, hitting it with some liquid wrench just so it stays lubricated, and then pretty much just screwing these in. That way nobody trips over them. That's it.
All right, while Logan's taking care of that, I'm going to be installing the ionizer. I usually take it in for the winter. I also keep all my gaskets in a baggie with some oil inside to keep them from dry rotting. Salt ionizer is pretty easy to hook up. It's just 2 wires. So now we're going to install the gaskets for the heater. Always take these out every year or two. Now there's several plugs in the system that we've got to take out for the winter also to drain everything, so I always store those right here. So they're easy to find next season. One for the filter. And then the last one is for the heater. Of the skimmers, we've got these called a gizmo. This is for when the water freezes, it won't, this right here will collapse and it won't damage the skimmer itself. So we'll go ahead and take those out with the help of my helper. Twist it. Thank you. So we've got caps on the returns. I'm going to pull those off with some channel locks. I've also got caps in all the returns in the spa. There's 2 in the bottom, but this water's extremely cold, so I won't be getting in there.
And over here we got the pool boy cleaning off the steps.
Hey Logan, what's this called?
I don't know, a jet?
We got jets to put in. They go in all the returns.
I like it.
Spa jet.
And said it would be really good.
It would be a great
I
video.
told Justin earlier that I was pushing you in.
Yeah.
If you didn't do it to me first.
I really considered it. Right as you're leaning over just like that.
It's gonna be 71 degrees. Then after that, it's gonna be 73 degrees.
And what do you think about the pool being open?
I like it.
If you ain't drinking Diet Dew, you're not refreshed. Not a sponsor. Now, it's a good idea to lubricate these clamps to hold the ladder in, because they will seize up. Okay, I think we've got enough water in the pool at this point to open up our valves, get some of the air out of the system, and start circulating some water. So I've got my skimmers set up here. I've got this kind of loose right now. Let some air go out.
And you can see, hopefully, he's got each one of these identified. So drains,
Shallow
skimmer,
in, deep in.
and the same thing goes down there. You can't really see it. That's for the pool and the spa.
Or one thing you want to make sure of is that you have plenty of water in your pump here. You don't want to start it up dry after the winter. So we'll let plenty of water overflow here to make sure it's got enough to get primed and get going.
And it's hard to see on this camera. See if I can go down here and see it a little bit better. You can see there's a pretty good difference in elevation from the pool to all of his equipment down here. It's a huge advantage. We'll show you why that's an advantage whenever we go to start up mine.
Okay, so now we're going to set up our filter. Right now it's set in winterize where it'll drain out the bottom and it has a vent up top. So just to start it up, we're going to put it in just rinse mode. That's going to get the water going across the sand and out our backwash pipe. So that's the way we're going to start it out. We're going to go ahead and power everything up.
We'll find out real quick if it's loose.
Okay, so we've got everything opened up. We've got the water a place to go. We're going to go ahead and turn on the pump and see what happens. See right here is my backflow pipe that's coming out right here. Okay, looks like our sand filter's full. We're going to go ahead and turn it into the pool, put it in the filter mode. Got a leak.
Got a little leak.
Got a leak.
Alright, so we opened it back up. Looks like essentially it's sealing now. So maybe it was just a bad seal with that gasket. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's 52. 52.
That cambered out. You know it can handle the turns. Okay guys, next thing we're going to do is fold up this cover. And I like to fold it up into a way that it's easier to unfold in the winter when we're ready to put it back on. So we're going to kind of show you the steps I go through to get this folded up where it'll be easy to unfold in the winter. Basically in the winter time I'll drag it up to the pool and just start dragging from one side and it'll go perfectly over the pool. Okay guys, that's going to be it for my pool. We did get the solar cover up here. So I'll get that put on tonight. We'll leave it this way for a couple of days to get that temperature up above 60 degrees so that we can turn on the ionizer. And once I get that done, I think that's going to clear the water up a lot. And also over the next couple of days, I'll be pressure washing the concrete, getting it ready to seal, and we'll try to get a video of that as well on what kind of sealer we went with, and then how it does. Yeah. So that's going to be it for my house. We're going to head to Logan's house.
All right, see you guys in a minute. All right, guys, back at my house. Again, it's kind of the same process that we just went over at Casey's. Few differences. Casey does have a safety cover, and sorry about the car that just went down the road. Casey does have a safety cover, so how it's assembled or put on the pool is a little bit different than mine. Mine is essentially just a big tarp, or as my wife calls it, it's a big trash bag. So it's held down with these water bags. So this is a 2-bag system, water in each side of this, and it just holds the cover down so it can't blow up and blow over. It's been on for 5 months now, and we're about to take all the bags off of this side. We'll leave them on the far side. We'll grab the tarp from this side, pull it over, and just kind of throw it over the fence for now. We'll let it dry out and all that, but you'll kind of see the difference between the clarity of his pool versus mine, where his actually has an allowance for water, rainwater and stuff to fall through. Mine doesn't have that, so it should be as clear as whenever we covered it up. We're about to find out. Alright, so one of the differences between Casey's pool and my pool is the skimmer setup. They were both ordered through the same company, Pool Warehouse. The difference is, I was talked into the upgraded skimmer, which is called the Aqua Genie. It has its advantages, I guess, but to me there's one huge disadvantage, and that is closing off the pool. And the reason that it's a disadvantage to me is you have to buy these winter covers here. This cover is actually supposed to seal off the entire skimmer basket. It is next to impossible to do that. You can see that we have the gizmo here as well, and you can see that it's pretty much full of water. And this is supposed to seal off both the inlet and the outlet of the skimmer lines. It doesn't seem to do that. Luckily, where we're at in Tennessee, it doesn't really get that cold, so it's not really that much of a concern here. But my non-professional experience, and I think Casey agrees, I wouldn't recommend this to anyone. So we're going to take the winter covers off. We're going to take out the gizmos. We're going to hook up the salt ionizer. We're not going to show you any of that because my system is pretty much the exact same as Casey's. So you've seen that at his house. We're going to do the exact same thing here. So let's get back to it.
Hey guys, here's where another difference in Logan's setup is. His pump and everything's above the pool, so we have to dump some water in, either with a water hose or with a bucket of water in the pump to get it primed and get it going. So we're going to try that this time and see if that'll work for us. Sometimes we have to take a water hose, put it in the skimmer basket on the pool, and then kind of push some water into the pump. So we're going to try this first. Look at there. In the words of Justin, booyah.
And see it out the back flow. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for the pool. We didn't show you as much as we did at Casey's because it's pretty much the same stuff over, because we have the same setup. Only thing left to do, I've got to put in the skimmer baskets, and then this evening I'll probably roll out the solo cover so it can, start keeping in some of the heat. My pool is at 54, so a couple degrees warmer than his. You can see the clarity is pretty good where it doesn't get any rainwater in it throughout the winter.
So next week, guys, we'll be back with some more car content. Justin, he's bought another pile of junk, so we'll be working on that thing.
That's right.
He's got several things to do to it, so we'll be showing you guys what he bought and what all we've got to do with it. So we'll have probably a couple of videos on that vehicle. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. We will see you next week. Thanks for watching.